NBA The Run is an online 3-on-3 basketball experience that embraces the arcade style approach, focusing on spectacular plays, fast action, and streetball culture rather than realistic simulation. Players assemble a squad of professional basketball stars unique to street court competitors to challenge opponents on renowned outdoor courts located around the globe. The game revolves around rapid fire tournament runs in which every victory is essential and a single loss ends the journey. Basically, you win or go home. And matches are designed to be short and highly competitive, with a random gameplay twist that constantly changes the condition of the court. And dynamic commentary with energetic presentation helps create the atmosphere of a nationwide streetball showcase where every game carries significant stakes. As players progress, they earn recognition by defeating the stronger competition and extending their winning streak across multiple tournaments. The setting portrays basketball as a test of reputation and skill where athletes compete for respect as they do for victory. The ultimate goal is to rise through the ranks of the streetball scene and establish a legacy as a dominant player in the game.
Block party, you not allowed in here. You don't have no VIP pass or nothing.
Graphically, this game continues where the NBA Street series left off, and the character models are shell shaded versus the more cartoony look of the Retro series. The NBA stars look like their real life counterparts mixed in with custom players. And also, love the design of the courts from around the world, from Rucker Park to the street courts of Beijing, China, just to name a few. To me, I prefer the character models from the NBA streets over this game. But as for the animation, it flows smoothly at 4K, running great at 60 FPS on the Series X version. But so far, I haven't encountered any glitches or drop frame rates. And for those who are on PC, you can go even further, up to 120 FPS unlocked. As for the presentation, the menu is okay, which has your players. You got different options just for the games that you want to play. And I like how you can go to the tournament route, screen routes, and it rotates vertically and it settles on, the scoring option or basically the court conditions. The sound effects are decent when it comes to crazy moves like blocking and more. The music is cool here, hearing the different hip hop beats just to get you engaged in the game. Overall, I commend the devs for bringing this arcade style of the Street series because, this is definitely needed just to bring it back, but the variety outside of simulation games. At its core, NBA The Run is an arcade simulator that doesn't take itself too seriously. The only thing serious here is the competition that you're going to face via crossplay. And now the controls, it took me a while to get used to by going through the shoot around. And honestly, I really don't like when with the pause menu just to check what the controls are. So basically, you better have a good memory, just to know what the moves are. The game just keeps going, in the background, but talk about no mercy. But once I got the hang of it, the disrespect is beautiful. But one of my absolute favorite moves is bouncing the ball straight off the opponent's head, old fashioned, off the Heezy style. But since this is pure street ball, normal basketball rules go right out the window. But there are no out of bounds here. It's just classic 3-on-3 action, shirts versus the skins. Yeah, so basically, if you're wearing shirts, you have their jerseys on. Skins are they're going around shirtless. So basically, just to tell, who's and who's apart. The tournament structure is simple. You win, you stay in. But if you lose, you're out. Time to go home. And it's right back to the beginning. Win or lose, each game earns you credits that you can use to unlock rewards. If you're talking about, the retro versions of current superstars like Curry, LeBron, and Durant, plus you need custom players that specifically for the game. Just be prepared, to build that meter up because it's an absolute grind fest. And it really would have been nice if they included a proper single player mode where you can just build your player from, on the ground up. But it's all online multiplayer only with just what knockout themed matches. But overall, but if you're missing the classic NBA Street series, then NBA Run is right up your alley. Although this game offers an exciting concept, several gameplay and technical problems prevented it from reaching its full potential. The overall difficulty feels uneven as some of the matches provided a balanced challenge while others seem frustratingly difficult, without a clear reason. The computer-controlled teammates don't always make the smart decisions and make the fail to support the player, during important moments. Certain gameplay sequences rely on lengthy animations that temporarily limit the player's input, reducing the sense of the controls during fast-paced action. Technical inconsistencies also appear around the basket where player interactions can sometimes produce unexpected results. Visual issues, including character and object clipping, may occur during intense plays and break immersion. The game's physics occasionally generates unrealistic movements, causing awkward ball behavior and unnatural reactions from the players on the court. Repetitive commentary and occasional performance drops during the crowded situations further contributes to a presentation that feels rough and around the edges. NBA The Run is strong, stylish, and memorable, but held back by a few rough edges. The concept is fresh at the atmosphere that is unmatched, and on the court feels like real swagger, but uneven difficulty spikes occasionally AI lapses, and technical hiccups keep it from hitting the flawless tier. It's the kind of game where the highs are very high and the lows are just noticeable, but not deal breaking, and the overall experience still lands as something special. For that, I give NBA The Run a 4 out of 5. Thank you for tuning in to the gamer section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and turn that bell on for notifications for the latest content.